been a while, but I've been busy. But again, let's just continue this and actually find on this. So what I'm thinking is actually add some states here because now the player just runs right, but we want to control it. I don't know, maybe pressing enter or something like that should make the state change. Um, yeah, let's just see how far I can go here. There's actually so what I'm thinking is creating states for the game itself, because now I have states for the player, but yeah, I don't think having the player state is good enough. Yeah, that's one thing that has been done wrong here is that I don't have a base state. I don't know. Am I audible? Am I freaking audible? I should be. Anyway, so if I actually see this main file, we have just the scene, and if you check the scene file, these are the things that is doing all the setups, right? But let's actually create a state for the game itself. Let's go. I'm gonna call it game states. Name it game state h. Then define game state. And so it's gonna inherit states. Let me actually check the reference. I wanna have a base states. Let's include state.h. So the state file should have, if I could type, I would say state h. Actually, just download the node yeah, right. You have states, and in the states you have the base functions, right? What I'm thinking is to create another state here, namespace game. So it should have a abstract class, in our case struct, because we don't use private here. Game state, which is basically state. State we have. We need to have a constructor, and the constructor will take something. There's a destructor. What we have in the game state, what are the common? Yeah. What we need is, hang on a second. The game state needs the player. I'm thinking. Let's just see. Let's make some mistakes. Why not? Let's actually have a struct called player. Yeah, why actually does the window have the player? Don't have it. Don't. Yeah, the scene have the player. So I guess the idea is if you take the scene, you don't need the player. Yeah, makes sense. So let's just take the scene. And play with the scene for a minute, for a change, right? Scene, and we should have a scene constructor, which is called scene. I hope I'm spelling it right. If I'm not, doesn't matter because I'm the author. So you have scene. What else do we need to render? I think we need some keyword handling. Actually, because when inheriting states, let's just do one. Let's just take the state functions. We need all those things here as well. It's So we have a game state to play with. Now I'm gonna create a state that is called struct state state which is a game state. Alright, in the pause state we're gonna take, because it inherits game state, we need the scene. Yeah, we need the scene, and maybe because the destructors aren't doing anything, and yeah, we need to override those functions. So we'll take those, take those, take those. All right. Let's actually have a game state cpp. Let's inherit the game state. Yeah. Then what I want to do is I'm going to include the files that we actually need. That is the scene, because we have 4 declared in the header file. So yeah, game states. So in the pause state, we need what we need. We need games. We need the scene to play with. So we have the scene, and it's gonna use the game state for that scene. Actually, you know what, we need to call the game state as well. Game state, scene, and we're gonna do is actually set the scene to scene. Why is it complaining? Like it has base state which does not have a default constructor. The game state is most explicitly shared the base. Yeah, but why? Do we have to? Did I forget C++? Save states. Yeah, we have to. State must state. Okay. Then we need to play with the game state a little more. We need actually check the state first. State actually takes a scene type. That is why it's complaining. So what I need to do is to say constant. We need a scene. Sorry, a type. Actually, I don't think it will recognize that. It's state type. Yeah, it makes perfect sense. Yank. What the hell is it? Yank find. Then we do the scene part here. Right. So this will fix that error hopefully. Game state. We need let's just freaking copy that. Yank find. State scene, and the state actually state takes type, and we are not gonna call it state. All right, and we need a type here as well. So and here as well. Actually, and it will stop complaining. Yeah, right. So what I need to do is play with the destructor as well. Game state, do nothing. I guess you could argue we can delete something, but at the moment we don't have anything. It's not like we delete the scene here. So what is going on? Did I yeah, I did. So we need a destructor. So let's give it one. What did I copy it? Yeah, this one. In the case there is posted. This is posted as well. Yeah. So in the when I actually enter the post, what should actually happen? Yeah, we don't need this. So let's think about this. In the post, when we enter, what should happen? Execution. Exit. Still on render. Right. So in the post state, if we start that, yeah, the state machine should change. I don't have the state machine. That's the thing though. State machine. Where is it? The state machine is inside. What? The state machine is in. The state machine is inside what? Alright. Player has the. I guess. If we check the game state, the player has the state machine. So yep, player has a state machine. So let's just player state machine. Okay, let's go game state machine. Game state machine dot. Actually, I've forgotten the definition of state machine. Let me check. State machine change state. Change state to new player state post state. I hope this is the right one actually. In the post state, you take the player itself. Player states are not defined. Maybe that's why it's complaining. Let's just add it. Player states, and in the post state we wanna say player. Does this make sense? Why is it complaining? I don't have player here. I think we have player in the scene. Isn't innovative. I guess it's better to actually set the player. Yeah, it's better. I think let's have a let's have a scene and as well as the player. I know the scene as player, but I think it's better this way. Player, and what I want to do in a game state scene. State type, and here I'm going to add one more thing. That is player is scene player. So we know the player as well. Now I can say we have the player here. So this is the one thing. Alright, we have the player. On execute, I guess we're gonna do the same thing. We don't gonna change the step. Why is it? And we're going current state on execute delta time. Yeah, and the render part, I think there's gonna be a big change on the render part. Yeah, we don't gonna render things in scene anymore. The 3D camera one has to, it will be there, but this one will go here. Yeah, so let's just include things we need the camera. So there's an argument that can be made that set the camera as well. I mean, sure. Yes. Why not? Let's have fun. Here let's have a variable for camera. I think it's called camera. So it's actually called camera. MQ, I think M stands for my name, Musa. So in the camera part, M camera. Camera. So in the game state CP, let's just have the access of the camera here. So let's include, what is that file called again? It's called camera. Let's include camera. Let's just say camera is M camera get instance camera. Now we can play with the camera. What? No, where are we gonna send camera AK to M camera? Wait. Yeah. Camera, because this is not actually camera, this is called M camera. So this is a wrapper. Actually, don't call it. problem is I usually name it M, so that I know this is the main, like this pointer was created in this class. But the problem with this naming is, um, if I name it, I want to name it something like this camera, but it doesn't make sense because it's not actually the camera, it's the wrapper of Raylib camera. So I want to call it M camera because its name is M, but then I would think this is the main pointer. Let's just call it camera instance. Name it camera instance. Yeah. So we can actually say camera instance camera. Yeah, we should be able to do that. Let's just add the game state in the CMake. Game state. Right, I need to create scene. I need to make some changes in the scene. There's a confusion there. Wait. Actually, in the scene, we need to have the state machine now. So we can do the state machine stuff and state machine. Now when you actually initialize this, you're gonna set the state machine as well. M state machine, raise up the new state machine, I guess. Okay, what does it take? It takes nothing. I think we can actually delete the state machine when the game is running. So delete state machine. We'll call it M state machine because it's the main pointer. Let's just delete this. And in the state machine, when we create, change the M state machine, change state to new game states. I guess it doesn't know what the game state is. And to pause state. Pause state takes what? Wait. I don't think it takes anything. What is going on? Game states. Okay, it takes the scene and it takes the type. What? Why do I take? I don't think it doesn't make sense. I will take the type here. That makes sense. Just take the scene. Yeah, we don't know what game state is. So let's just add game states. Why are you still complaining? Did I name it game state? Wait a minute. What is game state? This is game state. So I think I need to name it game states. Yes. just name it states, just name it states, and it should be good to go. Yeah, now it's not complaining. We have pause state, this part, begin 3D camera. I think this part will be deleted explicitly. Clear background, yeah. So what I'm gonna do, aim state machine, aim current state, on run render. We need to update as well. There's an issue with the update. There's an issue with an update, but I think before the update function used, I guess we can make it more simpler here. I think we should. I think execute and execute text. There is the last time I actually created actually used the wrong function here. It should be date frame time. So actual difference. Yeah. So I don't think I need the camera instance here anymore because we're not using the camera anymore here. Yeah. Let's just build this. Let's see those errors here because we have errors. Yeah. Now let's fix those. Again, states and source file I need to fix. Wait. Right. So yeah, we need to set that. Yeah, because we know that type. I don't think it makes sense to post for a poster to have a type because I know it's post type, right? So let's just say state the type dot post because it's posted. So now let's build this again. Okay, we're building. We'll run this. Is this the post state function? This is the post state function. I guess we'll check one thing. It's working. So this is the post. Let's comment this. Gate status. Actually, gate at commit message at game states starting with the post. Okay, let's add the other two. So we have another state called idle. So basically the same functions but like different. We call it idle. If I could spell idle state. Change here idle state scene type is idle. um, idle state, idle state. On enter we wanna state. On enter we wanna player state idle. Hmm. Whatever state does, idle state exit. Actually, the most for the most part, rendering is the same. Um, no, I was thinking, should I make a render function, base function? Should I have a base class that has the render function? Because now, mm, you know what? Let's add those. Like, let's have a render function here that which can be overwritten if they want to, but because I think for the most part the render function will remain the same. Game state render, so we don't need the render part anymore, just to make sure we can override this. But let's say the code is still working, the code is broken. I don't, yeah, it is broken. Undefined positive render. Why are you undefined? Because wait. You to use render. Okay. So what I'm gonna do in the execute mode. Yeah, there's gonna be a change here. Wait. So what am I looking? Because the text drawing bar is different for all. It's not specifically. Actually, you know what? Let's have a string, std string, state name, state render text. So this will be set by this will be set by the base constructor. If type is equal to game states type, but in that we need to write all the no, it's better I need the text, because I was thinking maybe I should check the type and put the string there, because this text is basically the thing that will be rendered in each state. The text that should say this is posted, this is placed, but if I do the if logic here, then I have to add it every time I create a new state. At some point of time I will forget this, so I think space. Cause of action is to actually add the string constant std string render state render text. Oh yeah, need to add this. So same type state render text. Should fix. Yeah, I think in the post state I'm gonna go actually just say post state, and in the game state, in the idle state, call it idle. And in the render function, I need to render this text. I think it's called draw text. Yeah. So draw text x. Oh yeah, text. We need a C string text. So state render text. Let's C string. We need the position. I have 10, 20, 20. This is the font size. I'm gonna color it red. Now I need a way to go from the pause state to idle state. So I need the keyboard checkup here. Let's just say if is, I think the function is press, and I'm gonna call it enter key and enter. So what I'm gonna do, the key enter is not right. I think it's called key. So I need to change the state here. So I'm gonna say this function, but it's gonna be idle state. And so let's just add this code here as well. So if the players press the enter, you want to enter the pause state. Where is the pause state? So let's run this. Okay, we're not drawing the text. Why is it? Why is it not drawing the freaking text? Did you know set the string? We did. We did not. Oh man. I'm amazed that it did not crash. State render text is state render text. So let's do this again. Yeah, pause state, enter. Wait, why is it still in pause state? It should be idle state. It's not actually changing the freaking state. That is the problem. Why is that? Actually, think I made some typo. Uh, just is this okay? Yeah, it's not changing the states because we know for a fact the state wasn't changed. Um, mm, what is it? So let's actually TDB pregame list post list game okay games game state state define this is gonna be a problem. Change states what is it? Yeah, I remember explicitly. Yeah, I've forgotten the command. That is the problem. This is the thing that happens when you do this stuff after a long time. Current state, final state. This state machine is not working. I know because the last time I did, I had a similar problem. And turns out there's a typing mistake. Not typing the state that there's a mistake in the state. The current state is not equal to new state. New state. Change state. If you freeze, press key enter. Let's just okay. Edit source games to cb yeah, you're saying layout source edit source game states. I don't know why it's not defined. What do I have to select? execute direct entity the current resource then dot space. Yeah, this is not working. Yeah, the problem is this function names are just similar and it's giving list was enter. These are the player states. But when I go states was did enter. Yeah, we have finally went this right file. Thank God. Okay. So let's check what is happening when we press enter. So break online 55 and then run this. So actually so we have press enter this step. Wait a minute. We're not actually changing the state at all. That is the problem. Oh man, this is so silly. When we enter, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Player not state machine. Oh come on. Remember the scene file. State machine that changed it, not player that changed it. State machine. We don't have the access of the state machine. We should have the access to the state machine because we have the scene. So scene change state. We are in the game state. So it should be idle state and save the scene. And same goes here. If enter is pressed, change state to when you press it, now it's changing. We're in the idle state, and if we're in pause state, in idle state, pause state, idle state. Very good. So add game idle state. Now I'm going to add one last function, and that is the run state. Now there shouldn't be a run state, but for demonstration purpose I will add one, but it should be called seek state or something like that. Seek as in the seek of steering behavior, but for now I think it is suffice because I want to show all the states we have. So yeah, and in the source file game states we wanna update this part. We by the way, where's my video? It is still running. Yeah, it's still running. Run state run. Actually, wait. Seems like run. Thing is not going well. Run state. States run. Wait a minute. I think I pasted in the wrong place, but redefinition of idle state. Let me check. Yeah, it's okay. Seems okay. We'll see. If you actually press the run state again, you should be on idle. It's working. And in the idle state now, instead of going to the pause state, we're going to go in the run state. Let's see. So if you run this, enter, we have idle state in there. Oh right, we're too fast. Why is that? Yeah, I think I have an idea. Why is it going like this? Why is it happening? Let me check. Because I think what is going on is that we're executing 2 times here. On the render function, are we executing? Because last time I had this error, it was because I was executing the function twice. Let's check this. Okay, we need to pair again, I think. Definitely executing the function way more many times now. Wait, on execute. Why am I? Why is it too fast, man? Yeah, it's being executed twice. Why is that? Who is running this code? It should be done only here, but it's being called multiple times. Is it on the scene? Yes, it's on the scene. That is why it's recording there. Now it will be okay. Right. Now if you execute this, alright, idle run, idle run. Oh, actually, you wanna go to pause state because that's where the circle is complete. The circle of life. So yeah, execution run, idle run, pause, idle run, pause, idle run, pause. Actually, it is the other way around. You show you go pause, idle, run. All right, let's comment this. Commit message at run state. All right. Okay, that is it for today. Thank you.